My name is Josh Haston. Welcome to the program, Reality Bites Radio, only here on IsraelNationalRadio.com. We are going to go to the phone line to Jerusalem, a very special guest, Danny Seaman. You may recognize the name, former director of the Government Press Office. He is now the Deputy Director General of the Ministry of Public Diplomacy and Diaspora Affairs. In other words, the Hasbara. You know, we don't like the word Hasbara so much on this show anymore. Even the minister himself, Yuli Edelstein, told me he doesn't like the word. But Danny Seaman, great guy, longtime advocate for Israel, joins us live on the phone from his office in Jerusalem. Danny, my friend, how are you, sir?
I'm excellent. Thank you for having me.
So I see you've been posting pictures the last couple of days on Facebook about the preparation for the upcoming visit of President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. Tell the listeners, please, what does Israel have up its sleeve? I doubt it's going to be anything like the president had, slipping our prime minister through the back door, etc. What do we have in store for the president?
Obviously, the state of Israel will be receiving the President of the United States, Israel's greatest ally. We have an interest in stressing the deep bonds between the United States and the state of Israel. President Obama is the president elected by the American people, and therefore, out of respect for the American people and for that bond between Israel and the United States, he will be received here with all the respect and the honors that the state of Israel knows to give.
I see you put a picture up on Facebook. Very nice. Look professional. You have the jacket on. You have the smart person glasses on.
Yes.
Very nice. I appreciate it. And you have my picture up in the background. I'm flattered. Thanks so much.
Exactly.
So, people forget, it was just not too long ago, just a matter of months, I think, 2 months ago, that we actually had a war here in Israel, down in the south with Hamas. And you were very active on the, I hate the word Hasbara, but we're going to use it for practical purposes.
Well, on public diplomacy.
Public diplomacy.
Exactly.
Right, let's go with that front. Tell me, number one, how did we do during that conflict, A, and B, what are you working on now? What lessons can be learned for the future in terms of Israel's public diplomacy efforts?
Well, there was obviously a lot of satisfaction after the public diplomacy efforts of the operation in Gaza 2.5 months ago, because first off, we didn't fail like we usually do, and there was a sort of this euphoria that we did something very good.
I agree, yes.
I think we raised a level, because I think there was a little more understanding. First off, we were much more prepared, and these are lessons that have been learned from previous operations and wars and things that happened. Excuse me, I have a cold, so I'll be clearing my throat every so often.
No problem.
And we were better organized, but also, I admit, we were surprised in one element. We did open up an operations room, and we were going to delve into the area of social media. But I admit, personally, it came as an absolute surprise. First off, the whole area of social media, but the volunteer spirit of a lot of the young, and these were Anglo-Saxon, French-speaking, and Israel's been blessed with a lot of young people coming from these countries to Israel, and they volunteered their time, showed up, and just started taking over.
Epstein, my friend Epstein was over there, right?
Yes. It was not only with us, it was in the universities. Now, this just didn't happen. Over the past 4 years, the ministry has been investing a lot of time and effort into preparing the groundwork for what we call the public diplomacy. Today, the role of the government is to create the platforms and let the people get their message out to people around the world, and it worked perfectly, beyond our greatest expectations and our greatest dreams. But there was a lot of effort put into this in advance, and it came to fruition during the operation. I admit that I personally was watching for the first 2 days, observing these young people and what they were doing naturally, what came naturally to them. Like my good friend from NBC, Martin Fletcher, I call myself an immigrant to this world of social media. I learned a lot of things, and that's why I started over a month ago my own personal Facebook page, trying to juggle between what is the respectable way of posting things as a government official and keeping it somewhat personal to a degree.
Right.
Still trying to figure that out, but we learned a lot of things, and we implemented it, and we understood that we have to continue fostering these relations with the different universities, the students in the universities who also generated a lot of activity. We have to give them credit. You know, there are a lot of State Herzliya, but it was also Bar Ilan and Ariel and Jerusalem. They have a lot of foreign language speakers, and they immediately took advantage of the presence of these foreigners in the universities and had them on social media. So we were giving direction, we were giving the leads, but it was being conducted by the people, and that's what's so great about this this whole operation, that the people are the ones running it. The government gives the guidance, and basically that's the way it should be.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I'm also old school myself. I still get the newspaper every day, and I like the feel and the touch of a newspaper, but you know, this is just the way it is, the way of the world. Facebook and you know, even more so, I believe, Twitter. In terms of,
I got to get into that also.
You got Twitter. I think you have. I mean, I don't think there's a way around it. I mean, you know, there are people you can really. I know there are people. It's their full-time job to be on Twitter all day and post things on Facebook.
We have a young man who's been helping us out with that, and we hope to be able to find somebody full-time to do this kind of activity for us.